If you're looking for the easiest way to make sure a door is secure, check this out. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. I found this little device here, and I am intrigued by it because I saw a video and I was like, man, I gotta try this out. It's this little tiny metal device here, and what this is supposed to do is keep a door from being able to be opened. So let's take a close look and try it out. All right, before we get into it, I do want to show it to you. This is the piece up close, and it may be the simplest little door jamb I have ever seen in my life. First of all, we get this little wing nut. That's my nickname, by the way. And that allows this piece, this kind of big bladed piece here, to float and move around. And then I guess you can kind of tighten it down, so I guess that's the point. Then you have this little L piece, and that's going to go into the door jamb, and you are going to then close this and use this to lock the door in. So you'll need to adjust this depending on how far it is from the bolt hole to the door itself. So I'm going to open this up all the way and then we will tighten it down, but I'm just going to open it up like this. But the thing about this that I really love is this is the smallest one I've ever seen. So if you're going to take this with you, it's going to be very portable. If you're going to put this in a backpack, even in your pocket, stay at a hotel or cabin or something like that, man, this could be a great little, very portable security device. So let's give it a try. All right, so here's my door, and what I'm going to do now is go ahead and try to use this thing. I've got the little wing nut, the other one besides me, wound all the way to the bottom here so that this little flange here is extended as far out as it will go. So I'm just going to open the door here, and the first thing we are going to do is take the little L piece here and put it into the door jamb hole like that. And you can see I have this second part here flat so that I can close the door. So I'm going to go ahead and try to close the door without getting my fingers in here. All right, I think your experiences are going to vary here, but it probably depends on how tight your door jamb is. But as you can see here, my door jamb is tight. The other thing about this is that because I have this really large door trim right here. All right, so as I'm looking at this, my initial thought here is because this frame sticks out from the door, this isn't going to work. But what I realize here is that if you did just kind of tighten this up, right? So you put that so it's flush against the frame here and then tighten this down. Even though I have some space, it might be a little hard to see here, I can put my whole finger almost in there. What's going to happen is that this is now kind of squeezing the frame in the door jamb itself. And even though now I can open up this door, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch, 1/3 of an inch, it's not going to open up any farther than this. And now it's pushing on this, which is pulling on the door latch there. So this is actually pretty good security. Now, one thing I will say is, depending on how thick this is, you can see that this is like 1/3 of an inch here. This could be a little longer. I've got it almost on the end here so that this won't come out much farther than that. So if you have a really thick door frame here, you might be having a tight fit here, but this actually will work here. It'll just allow the door to give a little bit as opposed to the frame and the door being at the same height and the door won't move at all. You know, an intruder would say, hey, what's going on? Why won't it open any further than this? It's almost like it's blocked down at the bottom. So this actually works here, and I'm actually kind of digging that. So obviously it'll work if everything is flush, but even if you have something like this, you know, in a lot of hotels, they have those big industrial metal frames around the door, metal door here. I think plus with this here, I mean, you could bang on this and this is going to be hard to open, and it's probably going to provide you a little security. And like I said, it's no bigger than like a credit card worth of metal here. So if you want a little extra security, you want to jam your door shut, maybe it's at home, maybe it's on the road. Like I said, I know my parents got robbed on vacation. People broke into their hotel room while they were sleeping, stole stuff, didn't even wake them up. That's crazy. Then a small, cheap little device like this might provide just enough security to keep you a little bit safer. I'll put a link to this in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out.
We can discover more and explore so much deeper.